Now, people like to ask, what the heck is the deal with these stylish steel tripod I-beams? It's kind of like you're hooking up like your camera to take like a shot of like an old-timey picture. Why are they there? Well, these tripod I-beams are supporting the building. They allow it to kind of vault and overhang the Riverwalk area. Because remember, this city ordinance from Chicago says new buildings have to be built at least 30 feet away from the water's edge. Well, they didn't say you can't overhang the water's edge area. So a very sly way to get around that 30-foot setback ordinance. Now, this is one of my favorite sections along the river cruise because we get to do the timeline activity and see how architecture's evolved over 60 years. And the best part is all the buildings I'm about to tell you are all conveniently built in chronological order. With the Civic Opera building on your left and 2 North Riverside Plaza on your right, being done in the 1920s because they represent that good old Art Deco. Remember, the roaring 1920s, they were a party, and we wanted our buildings to look aesthetically beautiful. Sadly, the party was over in 1929 with the start of the Great Depression, and then after that, World War II happens. So, American architects, they don't build new office buildings until the late 1950s with modernism, specifically black box modernism. Those are those black box buildings to your right, the next two. They're Gateway Center 1 and 2. Now, they were built by famous Chicago architectural firm Skidmore, Owing & Merrill. And you will see them everywhere in Chicago's downtown. So the idea of modernism is that they represent the idea of less is more, popularized by Ludwig Mies van Gogh. You see, the people that designed them and built these buildings, they went through the Great Depression, they went through World War II, so they got out of that becoming a little bit better financial stewards of their resources. They were a little bit more financially conservative. So that's why these buildings are stripped down to their core. They don't have any unnecessary ornation or decoration on them compared to Art Deco. There's beauty in the functionality of these buildings rather than beauty in the aesthetic reasons. Okay, so it's just kind of the idea of just don't judge a building by the cover of its exterior in that capacity. So the next couple buildings I'm going to talk about, also designed by Skidmore, Owing & Merrill. Now I'd like to talk about this one over on the left-hand side. So this one's